So I'm here to tell you about a wrestling storyline that took place here in Vegas back in 1999. You're probably seeing footage right now, if Danny edited this right, of the Little Wedding Chapel over on Las Vegas Boulevard. This actually was featured in a storyline with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, where she was going to marry another wrestler by the name of Test, who is now passed on. Anyway, so the night of their wedding on Monday Night Raw, Triple H comes out and says that, oh, you can't marry her because I already married her, and then shows footage of them at the Little Wedding Chapel. I think that's the name of it. Thank you. Where it's Triple H and a drugged, which I don't know if they say that now because that seems a little bit rapey, but a clearly drugged Stephanie McMahon. And apparently this wedding chapel is not very good because they don't check the consciousness of their participants. So they gave them a marriage. And then they drove off into the sunset, although it was nighttime. They drove off into the moonlight, and that ended up starting the beginning of the storyline of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, which then led into the actual relationship of Paul Levesque and Stephanie McMahon. That's her real name. So hopefully Danny's edited this pretty good, and you're seeing a lot of footage. Now, probably not. We probably already ran out of footage, so you're just staring at me talking about this. But that's cool, because I'm... So that's it. Check in next time for more wrestling random facts by Chris. You'll have a better name for this segment.
We are at the Millennium Fandom Bar. It's pretty awesome here actually so far. We're here for the Game of Thrones Season 6 premiere. But we kind of got the time a little wrong because we thought it was going to be at 9 o'clock, and they actually showed it at 6, which I guess is 9 o'clock Eastern time. So we're just kind of hanging out here. They're going to play it again at 9 o'clock, and then we will give a review on the first episode. And pretty much so far, it's a really awesome place to hang out. Not very packed right now, but it might get a little busier. What do you think, Chris?
You're laughing and you're shaking the camera. Please stop that. I'd like my shot to be fine. I don't know what I look like, but what I do know is that I kind of like this place. It's our first time. As I was going to say, it's not really packed right now, but I'm kind of okay with that. And maybe it's going to get a little bit more packed towards 9 o'clock. It's some new Game of Thrones.
Who do you think's going to die?
I think they're going to reanimate Ned Stark and then immediately kill him, and then it's just going to be an hour of that over and over and over.
Sounds like an exciting time.
Of course, Sean Bean dying is super dramatic. That's why he dies in everything. The only... Oh, just cut me off. That's cool. No, that's fine.
So Zach and I got the Columbo. Looks really good. Yum. It's very sweet. It's got lemonade, peach schnapps, all sorts of yummy things.
Boys bought me this drink.
Probably got semen in it too.
Maybe.
So what do you think of this place?
I think it's great.
Who do you think's gonna die this episode?
It looks like that Jon Snow guy. It looks like he might be dying.
Jon Snow?
Yeah.
He already died last season.
Spoilers, Danny.
Oops. Alright, anyone watching this vlog, spoilers alert. Too late. Oh well. So we have Tyrion, who represents Chris, because Tyrion is small And Chris is big. And it's like irony.
Like what?
Then we've got me, Danny, because I'm Danny and she's Danny and we're both awesome, obviously. And then we've got Ghost, representing Zach. Why is that, Zach? Why'd you pick Ghost?
Ghost is awesome like me.
Oh, thought it was because maybe, you cosplayed Jon Snow.
I mean, that's one reason.
Is it because you slobber?
It's not the main reason.
Hey guys, so we just got out of the bar, finished Game of Thrones, and it was a pretty good opening episode. It was a little, it focused a little on Jon. It focused too much on Jon. There was very little with like Arya, Cersei, who else? Dorne. But other than that, it did focus too much on Jon, I feel like. But it was pretty good. They were probably just answering a couple questions since at the end of the last season, he ends up kicking it. So, spoiler again. What? Anyway, Chris, what'd you think of it?
I didn't think that too much time was spent on Jon.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm saying that it wasn't. It was like less than 10 minutes to start and then like less than 5 at the end and maybe like 2 in the middle. And since he's apparently the most important character, there should be some time spent. I thought it was a good episode. It didn't feel like a season premiere, more of just the next episode.
The mood of the episode was a little bit relaxed as opposed to more exciting, more fast-paced. Although the episode did go very fast. Like, we were watching it, I looked down at my watch and it was already like 50 minutes and we had 10 minutes left of the episode. So it did go pretty fast. I really liked the Dorne segment though. Yeah. I thought that was pretty good. I think that progressed really well. I wasn't a fan of the Tyrion part. Like, I just feel like it didn't really do anything. It was funny. It was a funny part, but it didn't really show us anything other than Tyrion and Varys reacting and how bad his Valerian is.
Okay, yeah, not
like,
really.
It was, I mean, he's a pretty big character, so hopefully there's more
I think
of him.
more important, it wasn't so much about Tyrion, it was just about showing the state of the city.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
That was the best way to do it.
With Daenerys, she gets caught by the Dothraki, and then they actually imply that they're going to take her back to the Vez Dothrak, where the widows are. Did
she not tell us, like, no specifics?
Yeah, she said.
You literally said that.
Yeah,
to us.
don't get too specific. You said.
Well, I'm not gonna like say who dies, but
no,
but somebody
like,
definitely dies.
Literally breaking down one of the scenes.
Anyway, I'm just explaining it because I don't know how that's going to turn out for her. Like, I kind of don't want the men, Jorah and Daario, to come rushing in to save her. I kind of want her to save herself. So I'm hoping that's going to happen.
I mean, she's gonna keep herself alive long enough to do that.
Well, yeah, but I'm hoping that something will happen because that's the very predictable path to have, where Daario and Jorah come rushing in to save her. But there's too many of them, so I don't think that would be a thing. Hopefully Drogon does something, isn't a lazy dragon. He's not very useful right now. Anyway, that's our review. We'll see next episode if things progress and if there's
Wait, are we
a little...
reviewing these each week?
No.
Okay.
This is just the premiere review. Anyway, we'll make sure...
So don't come back next week looking for another one.
Yeah.
This is a one-off.
You won't find anything. We might mention it in future vlogs. Anyway,
know.
hopefully in the next episode there's less Jon.
There wasn't that much Jon.
It wasn't Jon. It was like the people
Jon.
loyal to Jon.
Too much dead body Jon.
Jon didn't have a single line in the whole show, Danny.
I know, there's more ghosts than anyone else, just growling in the corner.
Good.
Anyway, that was our review. Bye.